Hi, my name is Skip. I'm here for two reasons. Number one, I want to help you become a better leader, and number two, I want to help you help others. Getting ahead of the curve. What does that phrase mean? The phrase, get ahead of the curve, refers to getting in front of the pack, getting in front of the people. Maybe it means a shortcut, but really what it means is that there's a trajectory that everyone's on, and that to get ahead of the curve, you need to do something extra. You need to go that extra mile. You need to do something to get ahead of the curve. By getting ahead of the curve, you end up learning faster, and you end up advancing faster. So, to get ahead of the curve is something that changes and evolves. Because once someone gets ahead of the curve, everyone says, how did he do that? How did she do that? And then they replicate it and they copy it. And this is something that just happens. So if you're in the front of the pack, that's cool because you get to reap all the benefits. But if you're in the middle of the pack, or even the tail end of this trend, of this getting ahead of the curve trend, you can still take advantage of it. In the United States, there's been a trend and an evolution for people to get more educated, for the level of education of everyone to increase. Way back in the day, graduating from high school was a big deal and few people did it. And very, very few people went to college, or got a master's, or got a PhD. Most people didn't even graduate high school. But that was enough back then for people to still get jobs. As society has advanced, become more sophisticated and more technical, the need for more education has increased. So before it became you needed to graduate high school to get a good job. And then it became you really needed to go to college to get a job. That's where we are right now. The trend, the curve, is saying high school, college, good job. But that's changing. And now people need a master's to get a good job. Now people need a master's, that further specialization, in order to be productive in society and get those jobs that they want. So that's the trend. That's the curve. But how do you get ahead of that curve? How do you stand out from the pack? How do you become better than average? Well, I think it's the gap year. And I'll tell you why. It's because with the gap year, you get to challenge yourself, you become a better leader, you end up having a chance to give back to society, you get to help others. And those are things that on this trend, this trajectory, they don't exist right now. And so by breaking this trajectory, you actually, I think, get ahead of the curve. Because when you're going to college, when you're going to get your master's, you're more focused. You understand why you're getting it. You're understanding what you're going to do with it when you have it. Right now, the pack, the average, most people are just going through this path because they see that it leads to success. They don't necessarily know why. You need to break out of this and get ahead of the curve by taking a gap year. I think that when I took my gap year, I ended up kind of breaking up my trajectory. And by doing that, I was able to better understand what I actually wanted to do and accomplish and why I needed education to get there. And what I would do with the education when I got it. So for you, look out there, regardless of where you are in life, break the trajectory. Get ahead of the curve. Take a gap year. Well, I'm going to talk about more the specifics of taking gap years through this video blog, but I think right now, I think the case needs to be made. It needs to be stated that you need to take one so that you can get ahead of the curve. Well, my name is Skip. Thank you for watching.